Getting lean first changes absolutely everything for you, especially in the mental and social realm of your life. This is where the most upgrades are going to come besides the physical transformation that your body takes on. I'm going to be breaking down the 3 key things that this is going to do for you that will absolutely change your life. Starting with the first one. So to illustrate this, I want you to imagine 2 different extremes. When you're in the middle of the winter and you get no sunlight like me right now and you're pasty fucking white and you haven't seen the sun for weeks, compared to the summertime when you're in the sun every single day, you have a nice tan, and you feel so good about yourself in terms of how your skin looks. You got that nice darkness that everyone wants. Which time do you feel more confident? Do you feel better about yourself? Do you feel happier overall? It's going to be the time when you have the tan. Now, I'm not saying that you can't be confident or look good being pasty white, but I think you understand the difference. And this is the same exact thing that happens when you get lean. It is look good, feel good. There's so many things that happen mentally and how you're able to interact socially when you feel your best. And when you develop a lean aesthetic physique, this is gonna take it to the absolute max. And I have 2 examples to illustrate this. So in my own case, I grew up as a skinny kid, absolutely no muscle. And that's not being lean, that's being skinny. Lean is when you have muscle, but you're still ripped. So I had to go on the transformation of packing on muscle whilst keeping my abs. And I can tell you the difference is absolutely day and night. Me being a skinny kid with no muscle in my freshman year, I had no confidence whatsoever. I was super insecure, super shy. No girls gave me attention compared to now. After packing on a bunch of muscle and maintaining that leanness and keeping my abs, I get so much attention from girls. They absolutely love my body. It makes life 10 times easier. Everyone wants to interact with me. It gives me so many doors that open, not only with dating, but also with friendships. Like guys want to work out with me and develop friendships because they see I have an amazing physique. I have something to constantly bring to the table in every single realm of my life. And the more you develop across the board, the more everything's just going to piece together for you. But the one key thing that's going to allow everything to kind of glue together, to stick together, is going to be your physique. The first appearance that you have, your presentability, is largely dependent on your physique and how you look. If you're massively overweight, you're going to be treated way worse than someone who is in shape and lean. And I have a great example, which is the second example to illustrate it, which is my friend's story. My friend that I grew up with, he was 300 pounds and he made a transformation from 300 to 160 lean, massive. He was jacked at 160, 170, and he looked big, like big muscle compared to big fat. And the way he was treated was absolutely day and night. He said he got more tips when he was doing pizza delivery. People would smile at him more. He started getting attention from girls. He went on to actually go and sleep with some really hot girls for the first time ever. It was the biggest thing that he could do to transform his life because he actually was pretty funny, pretty charismatic, whereas I really lacked those things when I was younger. He already had them, but for him, he lacked the body. And once he got the body, everything changed. So body game is absolutely essential, and it really gives you that look good, feel good factor. And for that reason, I built every single one of you a body game guide breaking down everything you can do between the training, the diet, and the style to present yourself in the right way to absolutely take your body game to the max and have all the success that you can want. That's completely for free. It's the first link in the description below. And the second reason is the mental aspect of what actually happens to you within when you look your best. Going back to the first point, look good, feel good. What happens to you mentally when you actually achieve that? See, there's been so many times throughout my life where I didn't like the way I looked, or I just wasn't happy with myself as a person within. And those were the times where I was the least charismatic. When I truly developed peace of mind, when I attained the body of my dreams, when I got everything that I wanted, and I was truly happy within, those are the times that I've been the most charismatic. My charm and charisma have been 110% overflowing on the scale. See, if you want to be super charismatic and you want people to like you and you want to make a great first impression, besides already looking good and feeling good, you have to have that energy and that charisma. And the body allows you to actually attain that sort of charisma so much easier when you feel great about yourself. When you walk into the room and you feel like you're the most attractive person there, think about how much easier it is for you to be the best, most charismatic, charming version of yourself. It's day and night. It's obvious you're going to be more charismatic, more charming. The times when I've had bad things going on in my life, failing with businesses, struggling mentally, or when I was younger and didn't have a good physique, those were the times when I was the least charismatic. When the things were going good for me in life, when I had that tan, when my business is going good, when I've had body game for quite some time now, so it's more the other factors. Everything's going good for me, that's when I'm the most charismatic. That's when I walk into the club or any social setting and I'm the man. I attract all the attention that I want. I tell you, this is not just making this up. It is a noticeable difference when you have that mental aspect of feeling great about yourself. So the mental game of what comes from body game is the second most valuable thing that you could ever develop. I cannot stress how much of the success that I have actually comes from my mind, but it wouldn't be able to be generated if I didn't already have the body there in the first place. So the body is the prerequisite which allows you to have your mind be in this great mental state where you feel so good about yourself, where your glass is overflowing, we're able to be super positive and optimistic, and everyone around you absolutely loves being in your presence. And the third reason is that you reach your attractive potential. See, everyone has a scale in how attractive they can potentially get. And if you are 50 pounds overweight, you're massively going to be brought down on the scale. There's only so many things you can do to improve your physical attractiveness. Getting lean and putting on muscle are two of the most important things that you can do. So you bring yourself all the way up to 90, 95%. There's very few things on top of that that are really going to change your attractiveness. In reality, there's only few things, which those are the two, unless you take extremes with like surgery and bullshit, which I'm not advocating for at all. I don't believe in any of that. There's very little that you can do to change your attractiveness. So once you maximize it with body game and getting lean, you can know in your heart that you've done everything in your potential. And a lot of the time, when you do that and you develop yourself mentally, you build your confidence, you learn social skills, you become charismatic and charming, you read a couple different books, you get some knowledge, everything starts to work out for you as it did for me. See, that was the path for me. It was developing body game, getting lean, and then developing myself mentally and internally, developing true internal confidence through other disciplined acts as well, developing trust in my word. I'd already been in the gym, so I already had that trust built, and that was a huge source of confidence for me. But I also took on things like daily reading, meditating, gratitude journaling, and all these things combined allowed me to become the man that I wanted to be. And then I got the results that I wanted in life. I mean, after having all those things pieced together at 19 when I did my transformation, it's been easy for me socially. I mean, I've never really struggled with girls. Every single time I've gone out there and I've tried to get girls, even if I got rejected 10 times in a night, I still end up succeeding because I have the right mindset. I have the body game. I have everything I need to succeed. But all these things were cultivated and developed. So everyone has this path which they know they can take. There's the right steps, which if you take them, the right inputs will lead to the right outputs that you want, right? So you can take these steps and you can get the goals and everything that you want in your life, but most people won't do it. So you have to make that decision. Do you want to be the most attractive version of yourself? Are you going to take the inputs that lead to the outputs which you desire, or are you not? So that's really what it comes down to. And for that reason, once again, I created the body game guide for you, breaking down the diet, the training, and the style that's going to allow you to achieve your full maximum potential attractiveness. That's completely for free. It's the first thing in the description below. You can grab that now.